Hi, I'm Yogi Nora, and we're going to practice our headstands, and we're going to practice them using a block. And we're going to practice them in a way so you work your abs and your whole core while you're doing your headstand. So a lot of you can do headstands, and you're just hanging on barely. So we're going to try and make this so it's a little more specific, so you can hang on with more confidence and really use your abs to keep it all together. All right? So I'm going to come down, I'm going to set up for my headstand. So we're going to do Shirshasana with the hands clasped. I like my pinky finger out because it's like a little kickstand for me and I feel a little more secure. So remember, the top of your head is on the ground and the back of my head is leaning into my hands. So if I set it up correctly, my head should look something like this. And so if I'm here like this, I can take my knees off the ground. And now I'm really prepping for my headstand. I'm pressing my forearms down, and I already feel lightness in my feet because I can lean forward a little in my forearms, and my feet can come up a little bit. So I'm kind of just leveraging where I am here. So I'm going to come back down. So now we know the setup. We're going to use the block. This is killer, let me tell you, my friends. So I put the block in between my thighs. Inner thighs are squeezing the block. This is how I'm working my core when I'm upside down. Same setup. Clasp my hands. My pinky finger is out. Crown of the head on the ground. Back of my head rests into my hands. So here I go. I'm setting it up with my head. Feels like it's in the right place. Take your knees off the ground. This is already different. I'm pressing in my forearms. I still can do the same thing, but ooh, I can really squeeze the block. This is my prep. I'm still prepping. To me, this is still prepping. I'm prepping the leverage, the balance of moving forward and back. When I feel comfortable, I press down and I can come up higher. Some of you more proficient, come all the way up. If you don't feel like coming all the way up, don't come all the way up. Come halfway, squeeze the block, tap your toes, come back up. You don't even have to go to full headstand. I'm working my core. So I'm squeezing the block, strong legs, strong forearms into the ground, and I'm just going back and forth. Again, if you get a little more proficient, you could come and do the same thing and come all the way up to your headstand. Squeeze the block, squeeze the block. Oh my God. So as I'm here and I come all the way up, it's a lot farther to come down slow, and I'm squeezing the block, squeezing the block. I'm going slow motion because it's more of a burn. And you know I like that. Tap, come back up. Either halfway if you're doing it with me or all the way up. I'm using the block, coming all the way up. I'm using the squeeze to come down. Squeeze, this is my abs. And tap. Let's do one more together. Tap your toes, either coming up halfway slow motion. If you're this speedy person, stop it. This is gonna make you a stronger yogi if you go slower. Come all the way up, take a moment. I'm working my inner thighs, working my long legs, and then I come back down. I'm using my inner thighs, legs, abs. If you can hover at the bottom, that much better for 5, 4, 3, squeeze the block, 2, 1. Take your feet down, walk your feet back, come on your knees, take a child's pose. You can remove the block if you like. Sit all the way back. So I find this is the best way to learn really great headstand and learn it in a more accurate, specific way where you're using your abs, your inner thighs, your whole body's working upside down. Don't let it go. If you have the block, you can't let it go. So it's a little trick. Use the block.